What's going on, guys? Roy Robles here. So Tesla is finally coming to the Philippines. That's right, Tesla. So we're going to talk about Tesla in a different angle here and how it relates to the Philippines. I mean, after so many years, it's finally coming here. The much hyped, the much famed car brand that sells exclusively electric vehicles has finally come to our shores. Now, before you cancel me, drop me those unlikes, and basically just dump all your vitriol on me, hear me out. The potential impact of a brand such as Tesla coming to the Philippines is one that cannot be denied. I mean, when it comes to technology, when it comes to sales, basically it's going to change the way everyone's going to look at cars here in the Philippines for good. So here are 7 reasons why Tesla's presence in the Philippines could be a game changer in this edition of the Z List. Number 1, a clean energy solution. Now let's start off with an obvious one. I mean, the emergence of electric vehicles in the country is definitely something that's unprecedented. 2 years ago when I started off in this channel, a lot of people are definitely very apprehensive with buying or even considering an electric vehicle. But nowadays, with the rise of global warming, as we can see, all these typhoons are getting a lot worse because of the undeniable fact of global warming. Try to fight me in the comment section on that. A lot of people are suddenly being a lot more environmentally conscious. And a good step, one big step that a lot of people are taking is transitioning to electric vehicles. So electric vehicles, I mean, if you're one person driving one electric car, might not make a difference, but imagine a whole city of people driving electric cars. So the emergence of Tesla and the way it comes into the Philippines this way adds a little bit more competition, a lot of more diversity when it comes to electric vehicles. They've got some great models out there, and I think that people are really going to be interested with these cars, which is of course good for the environment. I mean, I myself am considering getting an electrified vehicle, aren't you? Number 2, Tesla isn't just about the cars. So one thing that gets me really excited about Tesla isn't just, well, of course, I love the cars, but it's just not about the cars when it comes to the brand. For example, they've got this great product called Powerwall. So one thing about the Philippines is that it's definitely a haven, a hotspot when it comes to natural calamities like typhoons, earthquakes, floods, you name it. The Philippines has it. So the way we deal with blackouts and brownouts is definitely a concern for a lot of people, especially for a developing nation with people relying on working at home and needing all their electronic gadgets. Tesla has this particular product called Powerwall, where they actually install a solar array in your house and stores of electricity and batteries all around your house. So not only will this charge your Tesla, it can also power up your home. So the way it works is that it uses a combination of not just solar energy, but also gets more power from the grid. And as it stores up energy and it realizes that there's actually some less power being used there, it can actually but the power can actually transfer back into the grid and you can earn money from it. You might not know, the power in the Philippines actually fluctuates up and down, so it depends what time use of electricity is more expensive than the next hour or so. So it actually detects what type of power is being used and then uses up and stores that for later use. It's actually quite an ingenious idea from Tesla at this point. So again, it's not just about the cars, it's about electrified technology as a whole. And I'm very excited about all these products coming to the Philippines. Hopefully, not just about cars, right? So number 3, lower operating costs when using an EV. Now, we've discussed this ad nauseum in the channel whenever we review an EV. You definitely don't need to worry about high fuel prices and price hikes when you're using an EV. So all you have to do is charge when you're at home, when you're at work, where you're at a mall, and it's definitely cheaper than actually gassing up at the pump. Sure, right now a lot of malls are offering free charging, but even when they start charging you for their charge, you're definitely going to be seeing a lot of more savings, especially when compared to gasoline. So apart from being fuel efficient, being good to the environment, you're going to definitely save a few extra thousand pesos every month, and you'll be seeing it right there in your savings as well. So yes, one of the most defining factors about having an EV are the fuel savings, and if you got a Tesla, that opens up a lot more opportunities and possibilities. Which leads me to number 4, simplified maintenance with EVs. So like all EVs, Teslas are fully electric, so they've done away with a lot more traditional parts compared to internal combustion engines. So you'd be losing some parts here and there, a lot of less moving parts to worry about to break in an EV. Don't have to worry about a lot of more parts that I'm sure are definitely going to break in time. So when you're considering getting an EV, especially a Tesla like this, giving more competition to the market, a little bit more simplified maintenance will definitely help, again, build up your savings. Which leads me then to number 5, one of the most important parts of why Tesla is a big deal coming to the Philippines, the charging infrastructure. So actually Tesla in the States fancies itself not just as a car maker, but a total complete energy provider. So what this does is that they have all these charging ports around the States, around the US, superchargers they call it, and they can actually earn a quick buck whenever anyone uses those charging stations. So these charging stations are very efficient, they charge quite quickly and are compatible with some other chargers from other brands as well. So imagine having all these superchargers around the Philippines. It's definitely going to solve a lot of the problems related to range anxiety. So if at least you've got a supercharger or a charger in every city, much like a gas station, that's definitely going to help out. I was once in China last year and I noticed all these superchargers all around the place, which leads to a lot of people adopting to electric vehicles much easier than the rest of the world. I mean, China is actually one of the biggest markets for Tesla, and that's because of the charging infrastructure they've implemented right there. And I wish that they can implement that here as well. I mean, this is going to be a great time to own an EV, not just a Tesla, but in this case, yeah, it's a Tesla. So investing in a more robust charging infrastructure that's going to help out the current projects or the current ones that we already have is definitely going to be very beneficial for the entire country. Number 6, the high-tech appeal. Now we're going to go to the one of the biggest reasons why Tesla is such a big deal. It's the hype. I mean, when the Tesla Cybertruck was first released, everyone went crazy over it. Sure, there was some problems during the initial launch, but now that it's out, everyone wants one, despite of what your opinion is on how it looks. It definitely is undeniable that it is a polarizing item, which makes it definitely a true hype beast. So yes, it's got more tech inside. It's definitely a very desirable brand right now. So if anyone wants to get a Tesla, it's definitely going to add a little bit more to your street cred. And you got technology up the wazoo. You got almost autonomous driving inside, which is definitely more advanced than what we currently have offering here in the Philippines. You also have a minimal interior, a huge touchscreen. Even the steering wheel looks very futuristic in Tesla models. So yes, when it comes to hype and tech features, Teslas are a no-brainer. And number 7, the potential for mass market appeal. So right now, without having any official distributor in the Philippines just yet, right now, today, as we speak, Tesla is definitely going to cost you an arm and a leg, especially when you compare it to other brands offering electric vehicles. And of course, maintenance is going to be a problem because no one's going to help you out. These are gray market models that's here in the country. But with Tesla officially coming to the Philippines, it's definitely going to have a lot of mass market appeal. With more people buying Teslas, of course, the demand's going to adjust itself with the supply. Imagine buying a Tesla for the same price as other electric vehicles in the market today. So they've got a bunch of models starting from entry-level crossovers to, yes, even the Tesla Cybertruck. So yes, if you want to get a Tesla, I think you might want to wait a few months or days, that's right, before you can try to consider one, because I've heard that there is a big player coming to the market and they want to distribute these Teslas. So yes, maybe hold off from getting one from the gray market right now, because Tesla is coming and you want to make sure that you buy it SRP. So there you have it, folks. 7 reasons why I think Tesla coming to the Philippines is a big deal. Now, Tesla is definitely going to encounter some growing pains, just like any other EV brand that's here in the market today, most especially when it comes to the charging infrastructure. But as I mentioned earlier, Tesla is also taking big strides when it comes to creating and developing the charging infrastructure, whatever market it's in. So that's what makes me most excited about this, actually. So, and again, any step that people are taking towards a greener, a more sustainable environment, I'm definitely all for it. So it doesn't really matter what your opinion about the brand is. I mean, at least they're doing something to help the environment and work out a brighter future for every one of us. So I want to know what you think about Tesla. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below and tell me what Tesla model you'd like me to review in the future. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon so you wouldn't miss any of our videos. We're ramping up to even more subscribers and doing the grind until the end of the year, until next year. And guys, thanks so much for watching and being fans of Zigwheels.Ph. I will see you guys next time.